We had prees at ours, and then as soon as we got to the club, it was 2 for 1, and I had like one in each hand. I couldn't remember anything as to what happened after that point. I just woke up the following day really confused as to where I was, what was going on.
They had one of those high card limits at the bar, so I had to buy 3 drinks rather than just one for myself. So I bought 2 for my mates and I passed them back. And then I took 1 sip of that drink, and after that point, I don't remember anything.
I was running around like an absolute maniac around this club. I was panicking. My eyes were apparently really big. Throughout the night, I was convinced that I'd only been there for half an hour. I was there for 6 hours, and I didn't even know.
My sister couldn't find me anywhere. The only place that she wasn't able to check was the boys' toilet. And so my sister just went into the toilets. Apparently, I opened it, at which point I'd already sustained all my physical injuries because I was covered in blood. And I think I was like incoherent.
I think it's really, really scary. I so could have woken up in a ditch. I could have woken up in a random person's bed. I don't know. Anything could have happened, and I would have had no recollection of it.
I'd split my chin. Well, I later found out I'd fractured my wrist, but I knew that my wrist really hurt and I was bleeding from my nose. My first point of call was to go to A&E. At this point, it kind of hadn't really set in that maybe something more sinister had happened.
That following day, when I woke up, I actually had a doctor's appointment anyway, and she said that your pupils really dilated, you're showing signs that you've either got like a huge amount of ketamine or Rohypnol. And I think the worst part was that at that point, I kind of didn't want to believe that this had happened.
Was I sexually assaulted? Was I sexually harassed? Like, I still don't know. One of the first questions that the nurse asked me was, do I think I've been raped? I think that was the only point where I started like crying, because I was like, I actually genuinely don't know.